Hey guys, it's Jen with Cards Zen by Jen. Thank you so much for joining me for another Manic Monday. Hope you all had a great Easter yesterday. Got to spend time with family. And if nothing else, I hope you got some crafting done in your craft rooms. So today's card is super quick, super easy, but super cute. So you can see this here. Today I am using, celebration just ended, and a lot of us got these Dainty Flowers DSP packs. So a lot of people have these right now and are looking to use them for something. So we are going to be using the DSP from the Dainty Flowers. I know it's not a current item, but a lot of us have this from Celebration right now. We are also going to be using Night of Navy cardstock. We're going to be using basic white cardstock, and we're going to be using some scrap pieces of Old Olive and Mossy Meadow. So the stamp set that we are going to use is Happiness Abounds. And Happiness Abounds can come bundled with a die set. It can also come as a suite, the Hues of Happiness suite, including a pack of DSP paper and some gems. This is currently still available. This is retiring at the end of April. I believe May 1st is the last day that you could buy this product unless it sells out first. I just checked my computer. It's still available. The stamp set by itself, which is absolutely gorgeous, is $23. The bundle, including the dies, is $49.50. And I believe if you get the entire collection, which is currently showing as still available, I'm very surprised. You have to go take a look at the DSP paper that comes with this particular set. It is absolutely beautiful. And the dies will cut out the flowers in the DSP perfectly. So I believe that the entire collection is $69.50. That is a huge savings. Again, they are only while supplies last because this is retiring on May 1st. So on my website, I will make sure that I give you a link so that you can go in and take a look at those items and maybe grab them before they're gone. This has definitely been one of my go-to sets out of the annual catalog. I love the cursive writing in this. It's just very elegant. I just love it. So let's get started on making our card. Let's take these out of the way. I already had a piece of scrap. Of Night of Navy, so I don't need to cut my Night of Navy cardstock, but if you did, you would just simply take it and cut it to 8.5 by 11. And, oops, let's bring in, I'm using this piece of pink pattern paper here out of the Dainty Flowers. I'm going to cut this to 2 by 5. And be careful because there is an orientation to this, so you want to make sure that you have the orientation correct. So we're going to do 2 inches wide. Oops. And turn this. We're going to cut this to 5. All right. The other side of this paper is this beautiful little floral design. So I'm using that, and we're going to cut this 2.5 inches wide and 3.5 inches long. Again, you do need to be careful about that orientation and make sure that you have your flowers going the right direction. There's nothing worse than putting sideways flowers on your card. I also need, I neglected to grab it, a piece of Mossy Meadow. Let me grab that real quick. So my piece of Mossy Meadow, and I am going to cut this to 2 5/8. So the easy way to do that is we're going to go to the 2.5 and then just go to that very next longer little line. So 2 5/8 by 3 5/8. Same thing, go to the half, go one more longer line. There you go. Take that out of the way. So you can see it coming together. We have that piece, we have this piece. We need to cut. I had a scrap piece of this, so I don't want to waste any more of this DSP because I really love the other side of this huge flowers. So we're going to cut this to 1 inch by 3 inches. This piece was already cut to 3 inches, so I'm just going to cut it 1 inch by 3 inch. All right, and we all have pieces of white paper that are basic white. So we're going to do the same width for that one. It's going to be 3 inches. And we're going to cut this to 1/2 inch. Actually, yes, 1/2 inch. There we go. Oops. I don't like how that cuts, so I'm going to cut that one again. Turn that around the other side. There we go. I feel like I got that uneven the first time. All right. So, put our trimmer aside. And let's start to assemble. We're going to take your Night of Navy and we are going to fold it in half. And bring your bone folder in, give it a nice crisp edge. Okay, we are going to turn it portrait. There you go. We're going to take our pink piece and it's going to go over here on the left-hand side. Get my glue. Both the mini catalog and the annual catalog are both ending at the same time this year. It's a little stressful, to be honest with you, trying to keep up with what's still available, what's not available, what's being carried over into the new catalog. It's a bit much. So just kind of hold on for the ride. I'll try to keep you informed as much as I can. So we're going to glue the back part of this. And we're going to adhere this to, I'm just going to mat it right here onto our Mossy Meadow. I was so excited. The color revamp that's happening here in the new catalog. I was so excited that Mossy Meadow was staying. I have some friends and that's their favorite color. If it was leaving, I think they were gonna just totally have a meltdown. So I'm glad that it's staying. We're gonna adhere this just right here in the middle. There you go. All right, so that's all that we're gonna adhere for right now. We're gonna go ahead and we need to stamp our happy birthday. So let's set that aside for just a second. And grab our happy birthday, which is somewhere here. That's congratulations. There we go. All right. The ink that I'm using today is Starry Sky. This is also going to be retiring as well. So if you liked this color and want to get your hands on it, do that sooner rather than later. I am going to bring in my piercing pad just to get a little better image here. Let's see if I can do this without getting my head in your way. There we go. All right. So we can put that aside. All right, so now what we're going to do is we are going to adhere our stamped strip just right in the middle. Again, remember this green DSP has an orientation to it, so you want to make sure that your images are not upside down. I've seen it happen. I've done it myself. All right, we're going to adhere this with dimensionals onto the front of our card. But before we do that, I want to take my old olive and we are going to use the bow punch. I am not sure, I forgot to check as to whether the bow punch is retiring or not retiring. I think that it is retiring for some reason. We're going to cut this out of both of those pieces. I apologize for the loud noise. All right. And then the other thing that we're going to use, the Simply Elegant trim. This comes in the silver and the gold. I like the silver on this card front for some reason. I've done it both ways. This is actually, truth be told, I did a recent sip and stamp, and this is one of the cards that I used for the sip and stamp, and the ladies really seem to like it. So we're just going to cut a small piece. All I'm doing is, this is as easy as it comes, ladies. I'm just looping it. Just looping it. That's all I'm doing. Just a couple of loops. Doesn't matter. No bows. No fuss. Doesn't matter. So I just looped it. I'm holding on to it. I am going to turn over my piece, and I'm going to put it on this side. I want it to hang down underneath. What I'm going to do to adhere this, I'm going to use my dimensionals. So I'm just going to stick one there. I'm going to stick one there. As long as they can't be seen from the other side, you are golden. See how easy that is? From the other side? Look at that. All right, so now we're going to do the same thing with our greenery. I am going to cut the bottoms off slightly. Okay, so I want these to be right about, I want the Mossy Meadow one to be on top. Oops. The Mossy Meadow one to be on top. Let's do that right about there. So again, all I'm going to do is take my dimensionals, stick one right there. All right, so they're in place. They're not going anywhere. You can add some more dimensionals to the back of this if you would like more. I know that's a lot of dimensionals, but it's not going anywhere. That's what we want to make sure of. It's not going anywhere. I just stuck my thumb in that one. Oh my goodness, it's been a day. It has been a day. All right, so now that we have that, we're just going to turn this over, and I'm just going to put that right about the middle. You can put it down lower if you want, whatever you want to do. How is that for super simple? You're just going to want to do your inside piece and make sure that you stamp your envelope, because we don't believe in naked envelopes. So there you go. There you have it. Again, we were using the Happiness Abounds. This comes with as a bundle. You can get it just the stamp set, you can get the bundle, or you can get the collection for right now. I will make sure that I have a link on my blog so that you can go take a look at those and maybe take advantage of those before they're gone. I can't wait to be able to start showing you some items from the new annual catalog. I just received my pre-order yesterday, so I'll be playing with that next time. And so next week's card is going to feature something from the new catalog, and I'll start showing you some items from that. In the meantime, happy stamping. Hope you have a great week. Bye-bye.